Good evening. Welcome to the April 25th, 2023 Village of Bolingbrook Board Meeting. My name is Mike Lawler. I'm honored to serve as trustee and deputy mayor. I'll be presiding for the meeting tonight as Mayor Basta is at an event which we'll explain after roll call. Before we proceed, I would like to mention the procedure for those who wish to make a public comment later in the meeting. Located by the agendas at the back of the room are several clipboards which hold sign-in sheets. If you wish to make a public comment, please fill out one of those sign-in sheets and please hand it to me before you proceed to the microphone to make your comments. This assures that your name will be recorded accurately in the minutes of the board meeting. We'll have two sections for public comment. One is before we start voting on any of the agenda items for anyone who wants to speak to that, and then at the end of the meeting for those who want to speak about anything else that's not related to the agenda items. At this time, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Tonight it will be led by Scouts Ben and Jacob Odelson from Troop 216, so come on up.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If I could, Ben, you're with Troop 216, both of you are with Troop 216. What community is that in?
Western LaGrange Islands.
LaGrange Highlands, okay. So you're here tonight for a very special reason. We have several scouts that come from time to time to our village board meeting. And what are you working on that requires you to be here tonight?
Citizenship in the community merit badge.
Citizen in the community merit badge, okay. And this is one of the requirements. Do you have other requirements that you have to do for that particular merit badge?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe one or two things. What do you have to do?
You have to go over like what's all the different like locations of like public works and other things like rec center or something in your community.
Okay, so you've got the opportunity to do a little bit here tonight in Bolingbrook, and then the other research that you can do for the merit badge is in LaGrange Highlands.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you both for being here, and good job on the pledge. Madam Clerk, may you please take the roll?
Absolutely, Mr. Deputy Mayor. Trustee Zarate? Here. Trustee Watts?
Here.
Trustee Kelly? Here. Trustee Lawler?
Here.
Trustee Doris?
Here.
Trustee Carpenzano?
Here. All right, next we'll have the approval of minutes from the regular meeting of March 28th, 2023. May I have a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
Any questions or comments on the minutes? Okay. Hearing none. May I have all those in favor of approving the minutes indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, motion carries. The minutes are approved. Approval of the agenda. Mr. Olson, do we have any adjustments to the agenda tonight?
Mr. Deputy Mayor, no adjustments tonight.
Okay. So with that, I ask for a motion to approve the agenda for tonight's meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Any opposed? All right, motion carries. The agenda is approved. Next, we have approval of appointments, boards, and commissions. Tonight, we have Fireman's Pension Board reappointments. We have two trustees on the Fireman's Pension Board. And the first would be Ricardo Morales to a 3-year term, and Billy Hirth to an equivalent 3-year term. So may I have a motion to approve the commission's reappointments?
So moved.
Second.
Okay. Motion, Trustee Carpenzano, second Trustee Kelly. Okay. All in favor? Or actually, yes. Any opposed? All right, motion carries. Let's proceed with the appointments. Let's do one at a time, if that's okay. Mr. Morales, you're first on the agenda. And I'm going to find, I think they took that card.
Should be right here.
Right here?
You're looking for the swearing in?
Yeah.
Should be. I don't see it. Is it up here? I don't see it.
Okay,
Want me to write it up for you?
sure. We'll wait just a moment while we find this.
Or do you want me to swear him in? Because I can too. It's up to
Oh,
you.
that'd be great.
Yeah? You'd like me to do that?
All right.
All right.
All right, please raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Ricardo Morales,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will uphold the Constitution of the United States,
that I will uphold the Constitution of the United States,
Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the municipal code of the Village of Bolingbrook,
the municipal code of the Village of Bolingbrook,
and that I will faithfully discharge my duties as,
and I will faithfully discharge my duties as a trustee for the Fire Pension Board
to the best of my
to
ability,
the best of my ability
and in a manner prescribed by law.
in a manner prescribed by law.
Congratulations.
Okay. Mr. Hood. And I have your official commission. We're going to get a group picture in a moment.
You want to do group?
Yeah. What do you think, individual?
I think individual, go right ahead.
All right.
Want my own with the deputy mayor?
Yeah,
It's in alphabetical order, so.
frame this thing.
Presentation.
All right, ready? All right.
Thank you very much for serving and being willing to continue to serve.
Ready?
Sure.
All right, please raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Billy Hurt,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will uphold the Constitution of the United States,
that I will uphold the Constitution of the United States,
Constitution of the State of Illinois,
Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the municipal code of the Village of Bolingbrook,
the municipal code of the Village of Bolingbrook,
and that I will faithfully discharge my duties as,
and I will faithfully discharge my duties as trustee for the Fireman's Pension Fund
to the best of my
to
ability,
the best of my ability
and in a manner prescribed by law.
and in a manner prescribed by law.
Thank you. Congratulations. All right, next we have proclamations. Mr. Kelnicki, would you care to join us up here for National Library Week? And we have a few more people from the library board, several board members from Fountaindale Library. Sarah Siska, Kathy Spindell, Bobby Armstrong, Mirage Alon. Do we have an official photographer here?
Yeah,
Yes, we do.
He volunteered, so.
Can you put the glasses that help you focus, or, okay, thank you. I'll read the proclamation.
Let's do that.
National Library Week, April 23rd to 29th, 2023. Whereas libraries provide the opportunity for everyone to pursue their passions and engage in lifelong learning, allowing them to live their best life. And whereas libraries have long served as trusted institutions for all members of the community. And whereas libraries strive to develop and maintain programs and collections that are as diverse as the populations they serve and ensure access for all. And whereas libraries adapt to the ever-changing need of their community, continually expanding their collections, services, and partnerships. And whereas libraries play a critical role in the economic vitality of communities by providing internet and technology access, literacy skills, and support for job seekers, small businesses, and entrepreneurs. And whereas libraries are accessible and inclusive places that promote a sense of local connection, advancing understanding, civic engagement, and shared community goals. And whereas libraries are cornerstones of democracy, promoting the free exchange of information and ideas for all. And whereas libraries, librarians, and library workers are joining library supporters and advocates across the nation to celebrate National Library Week. Now therefore be it resolved that I, Michael Lawler, Deputy Mayor of the Village of Bolingbrook, of Trustees of the Village of Bolingbrook, Will and DuPage Counties, Illinois, proclaim National Library Week, April 23rd to 29th, 2023. During this week, I encourage all residents to visit their library to explore the wealth of resources available. And here's the start. A few words if you don't mind. Oh, well, let's see, yeah.
Maybe move the microphone.
Just put it in front of the gentleman in the second row.
I have a sign that I'm gonna follow what this is. Ready? You guys wanna look over here, Bob? Well, Bob was looking that way, so I wanna make sure I got him in the photo.
Deputy Mayor, trustees, thank you very much for the proclamation and for recognizing the importance of libraries. As was stated, we are in National Library Week, and the library went through a process last year of strategic planning. And one of the themes that came out of that strategic planning and the questions that were asked to the community and the responses we got focused a lot on the building. And the building being a place for community to come together, a place for all the resources to be stored and such. And so with that in mind, we decided that it was time to update our logo. And this new logo rolled out yesterday. You'll be seeing it on all our materials, all our promotional items. Several of our trustees have the new Fountaindale fashion tonight, I guess we can call it. But I did want to highlight a few things going on this week, so if you have time to get over to the library, I highly recommend it. So this week you can get your new library card. You can trade in your old library card, get the new one with the new logo on it. Also, the first 200 people to get the new library card will also receive a Fountaindale canvas bag. We also have new library card holders in our lobby or in the bookmobile. And we have an all-ages bookmark design contest going on. So again, anyone of any age could enter that. And in our children's services area for the little kids, we have a contest going on to guess how many M&Ms are in the jar. So, please take some time, bring the little ones over there when you get a chance. Tomorrow specifically is National Outreach Day. And if you're not aware, one of our more popular or most popular features we have at the library is our bookmobile. And that has been going on, like I said, now for 20 years. In the past several years, we've added a second van, and just this year, a third van. And these are used to reach out to remote sites, a lot of times to communities or people and groups of people who normally can't get to the library. So we make a strong effort as part of our outreach program to get to those people who can't get to us. So that, again, specifically is being celebrated tomorrow, which is National Library Outreach Day. Again, as Deputy Mayor stated, encourage everyone to come out to the library, not only this week, but all days going forward. And we welcome you all. And again, thank you for the proclamation and the recognition. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Got a special place in my heart for librarians. My oldest sister worked at the library at the University of Notre Dame in Indiana, and she had many great years there and thoroughly enjoyed her work in working with the students and all those who came to the library. So thank you for all your efforts. Next, we have the Arbor Day 2023 proclamation. Scott Fagist, Vice Chair of the Bolingbrook Beautification Commission. Please join us. It's good to see you again, sir.
Good to see you as well.
Arbor Day, April 29th, 2023. Whereas in 1872, J. Sterling Morton proposed to the Nebraska Board of Agriculture that a special day be set aside for the planting of trees, and whereas this holiday called Arbor Day was first observed with the planting of more than 1 million trees in Nebraska, And whereas 2023 is the 151st anniversary of the holiday, and Arbor Day is now observed throughout the nation and the world. And whereas trees can reduce the erosion of our precious topsoil by wind and water, it can cut heating and cooling costs, moderate the temperature, clean the air, produce life-giving oxygen, and provide habitat for wildlife. And whereas trees, wherever they are planted, are a source of joy and spiritual renewal, and Bolingbrook has been recognized as a Tree City USA by the National Arbor Day Foundation. And whereas desires to continue its tree planting ways, this year's Arbor Day celebration will be a tree planting by the Village of Bolingbrook Beautification Commission on April 29th at 11 a.m. on the grounds behind Village Town Center. Now therefore, I, Michael Lawler, Deputy Mayor of the Board of Trustees of the Village of Bolingbrook, Will and DuPage Counties, Illinois, do hereby proclaim April 29th, 2023 as Arbor Day in the Village of Bolingbrook and invite our residents to join us at the tree planting ceremonies. Here you go, Sarah. So you got the microphone out of the way, so. And I think you may have some details on some festivities for Arbor Day, if you wouldn't mind sharing.
I don't mind, and thank
You
you,
might have
Deputy
it
Mayor.
memorized.
A little bit. Thank you, Deputy Mayor and the trustees for your continuous support in the proclamations for our Arbor Day Festival. We'd like to invite all of you, all the residents, out to behind Village Hall Saturday from 11 to 2, where we'll have our annual Arbor Day celebration. The businesses this year have been very generous. We have a lot of nice raffle prizes to give out. We'll be passing out hot dogs and bottled water. Public Works will be there, Com Ed will be there, the Garden Club will be there also. We've got a beekeeper coming in from Will County Beekeepers to do some education and knowledge about beekeeping. And Public Works, of course, will be out there, and that's really about it.
Great.
So we're looking forward to having a nice night. Rain or shine, the event will go on. We do have a tent being put up, so we'll stay dry, and the hot dogs will stay warm.
Excellent.
So, but thank you very much for acknowledging us and the support always.
Thank you to all of you for your service.
Thank you.
And years past, it's been different locations around town, so we decided to move it behind Village Hall because it's a great spot to do a lot of things, and we got some support there. Next, I think we have a proclamation for Village Clerks Week. And the proclamation actually reads Municipal Clerks Week because not every municipality is a village. In Illinois, there are 3 types of municipalities. So this is Municipal Clerks Week, April 30th through May 6th, 2023. Whereas Professional Municipal Clerks Week was initiated in 1969 by the, I'm going to say, there's an acronym here, but the International Institute of Municipal Clerks, and endorsed by all of its members throughout the United States, Canada, and 15 other countries. The week is a time of celebration and reflection on the importance of the clerk's office. In 1984, President Ronald Reagan signed a proclamation that officially declared Municipal Clerks Week the first full week of May. In 1994 and 1996, President Bill Clinton also signed proclamations confirming Municipal Clerks Week. And whereas the office of the professional municipal clerk, a time-honored and vital part of local government, exists throughout the world and is the oldest among public servants, and whereas the office of the professional municipal clerk provides the professional link between the citizens, the local governing bodies, and agencies of government at other levels, and whereas professional municipal clerks have pledged to be ever mindful of their neutrality and impartiality, rendering equal service to all, and whereas the professional municipal clerk serves as the information center on functions of local government and community, and whereas professional municipal clerks continually strive to improve the administration of the affairs of the office of the professional municipal clerk through participation in education programs, seminars, workshops, and the annual meetings of their state, provincial, county, and international professional organizations. And whereas it is most appropriate that we recognize the accomplishments of the Office of Professional Municipal Clerk, Now, therefore, I, Michael Lawler, Deputy Mayor of the Board of Trustees of the Village of Bolingbrook, will in DuPage Counties, Illinois, do hereby proclaim April 30th through May 6th, 2023 as Municipal Clerks Week, and further extend our appreciation to the Village of Bolingbrook Municipal Clerk, Marty Barton, and to all professional municipal clerks for the vital services they perform and their exemplary dedication to the communities they represent.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Eastman.
Can I say a few words?
Yeah, oh, yeah, I thought you had your speech in your 6-inch binder.
I don't. I left that over there.
Okay.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor and trustees, for this proclamation. I'm very proud to receive it. If I had known all that stuff when they asked me to run originally, probably wouldn't have done it. But it's been an honor to serve, and I have an amazing staff that makes it easy, and it's just an honor to receive this, so thank you very much.
You're quite welcome. Thank you to you and your staff. All right, next up is a public hearing regarding the Bolingbrook fiscal year 2023-2024 proposed budget for all funds. I will do a quick overview before we take a motion to open the public hearing. The public hearing notice was published in the Daily Herald newspaper April 14th, 2023, giving notice on the proposed budget for all funds for the 2023-2024 fiscal year. The budget that is before you this evening was prepared by staff and presented at a budget workshop on Saturday, April 15th, 2023. Each department made a presentation about their portion of the budget. Large revenue items are split by 42.2% for sales tax, 14.4% state income tax, 5.5% real estate transfer tax, 5% restaurant and liquor tax, 2.8% hotel tax, and 3.8% gasoline tax. The above are 73.8% of the revenue in the proposed general fund. With that being said, the budget before you is balanced. The general corporate fund includes $89,180,674, of which $59,960,961, or 58.1%, is for wages and benefits. The 2023-2004 fiscal budget, including all funds and transfers, is $191,765,534. So, with that, I'll ask for a motion to open the public hearing.
So moved. Second.
Motion by trustee Carpenzano, second by trustee Watts. Roll call vote, please. Voice vote. All in favor of opening the public hearing?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Public hearing is open. Is there anyone here who wishes to speak to the budget as proposed for fiscal year 2023-2024? Okay, hearing none, we'll take a motion to close the public hearing.
Second.
Motion trustee Kelly, second trustee Carpenzano. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. The public hearing is closed. At this time, Madam Clerk, were there any public comments provided to you for anything on the agenda for tonight?
No, Deputy Mayor, there were no public comments prior to the meeting.
Okay.
I thought you said that you wanted us to walk them up to you. There is a bunch of people that do want to make comments.
That's regarding the agenda items? Yeah, so we checked with the clerk.
I apologize.
Yeah. We first checked with the clerk to see if anything was sent in to her, and then we go and ask the audience in attendance if they wish to make any comments or have any questions about any agenda item tonight. Does anyone have any questions or comments about any agenda item tonight? Okay, hearing none. Let's go to bill approval. Bill listing A is $1,702,457.70. Bill listing B is $1,563,274.53 for a total of $3,265,732.23. May I have a motion to approve the bill listings A and B?
Second.
Motion trustee Watts, second trustee Zarate. Voice vote, roll call, please.
Trustee Carpenzano?
Yes.
Trustee Doris?
Yes.
Trustee Kelly? Yes. Trustee Lawler?
Yes,
Trustee Watts?
Yes.
Trustee Zarate? Yes.
thank you. Motion carries, and the bills are approved. Next, I'll just read off a few of the tax receipts that we are collected by the state on behalf of every municipality in Illinois, and then are transmitted to the municipality. January 2023 state income tax, we received $644,273, which is an 18.4% increase from a year ago. December 2022 sales tax, we received $4,357,440, a 5% increase from a year ago. The January 2023 motor fuel tax, we received $231,302, which is a 7.3% decrease from a year ago. The state does apply an administrative fee for December of 2022 for collecting and distributing the funds, and that fee was $36,313. All right, I'll move. The next item on the agenda is the consent agenda. For those of you who may not be aware, this is a practice that we put in a few months ago with the goal of certain items that could be addressed and reviewed and approved as part of a consent agenda and voted on and by the village board. The actual ordinances for the actions to be taken will be voted on later on in this meeting. So we have two consent agenda items. Hi. Oh, I forgot to mention, I did mention where you are. Plainfield East, National Honor Society induction ceremony for Peter Basta, Benjamin. So, all right, so the consent agenda consists of two Plan Commission reports requesting a special use permit. The first is Plan Commission Report 23.01, approval of a special use permit for a plan development with variances and concept plan, Pride Truck Sales and EV 225 West South Frontage Road. Eric Grubb, Pride Group Enterprises LLC is the applicant. The second item on the consent agenda is Plan Commission Report 23.02, which recommends approval of a special use permit for an auto parts and accessory store, AutoZone, Auto Parts, 200 North Weber, Carl Camalucci, Taft, Stentinius, and Hollister LP are the applicants. We have a motion to approve the consent agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Zarate, motion, and Trustee Carpenzano, second. Roll call vote, please.
Yes, Deputy Mayor. Trustee Watts?
Yes.
Trustee Kelly? Yes. Trustee Zarate?
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano?
Yes.
Trustee Lawler?
Yes.
Trustee Doris?
Yes.
Next, we have resolutions. The first is Resolution 23R-021, approving purchase of two Ford Interceptor utility vehicles under the Suburban Purchasing Cooperative. These vehicles replace a 2007 and 2008 Chevy Malibu with high mileage and mechanical issues. It's purchased through Morrow Brothers Ford. There's a total cost of $117,765.02, which includes emergency lighting, installation, and lettering, and $91,010 is for the cars, and $25,755.02 is for the lights, installation, and lettering. These vehicles will replace the frontline staff vehicles for the training chief and inspector to keep the fleet uniform. This was reviewed and recommended for approval by the Public Safety Committee. Are there any questions regarding this resolution? Okay. May I have a motion to approve Resolution 23R-021?
So moved.
Second?
It's motion trustee Kelly, second trustee Watts. Roll call vote, please.
Yes, Deputy Mayor. Trustee Watts?
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano?
Yes.
Trustee Zarate?
Yes.
Trustee Doris?
Yes.
Trustee Kelly?
Yes.
Trustee Lawler?
Yes, motion carries. Next is Resolution 23R-022, approving the purchase of municipal enforcement software from OpenGov for the police department. The police department is currently using Core 360 platform for code enforcement, but that product will be discontinued as early as June 2023, fast approaching. OpenGov software will be used for all code enforcement needs, including property rental inspections, online payments for inspection fees, and property maintenance complaints. The village currently uses OpenGov for community development, human resources, fire, finance, and executive department. There is a one-time setup fee of $36,260 and a yearly maintenance fee of $18,333. That maintenance fee will be paid from the IT budget. This, again, was reviewed and approved by the Public Safety Committee, recommended for approval. Any questions regarding this? Yeah, the software is definitely going to be out of date and unoperable soon. So, motion to approve Resolution 23-022.
So moved. Second.
Motion trustee Doris, second trustee Carpenzano. Roll call vote, please.
Yes, Deputy Mayor. Trustee Doris?
Yes.
Trustee Zarate?
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano?
Yes.
Trustee Kelly?
Yes.
Trustee Lawler?
Yes.
Trustee Watts?
Yes.
Motion carries, thank you. Next is Resolution 23R-023, which is approving the purchase of police administrative vehicles. The police department needs to replace vehicles within its fleet that are aged and in disrepair. Currently, the market for vehicles is in high demand, and the village is at the mercy of the vendor stock. Therefore, this resolution authorizes the purchase of a vehicle or two, when available, in an amount not to exceed a total of $80,000. The purchase will be from a local area dealer. And any other notes? And this, again, was reviewed and recommended for approval by the Public Safety Committee. Any questions? Okay. May I have a motion to approve Resolution 23R-023?
So moved.
Second.
Motion trustee Watts, second trustee Kelly. Roll call vote, please.
Yes, Deputy Mayor. Trustee Lawler?
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano?
Yes.
Trustee Watts?
Yes.
Trustee Kelly?
Yes.
Trustee Doris?
Yes.
Trustee Zarate?
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Next is Resolution 23R-024, approving the purchase of professional standard software from Lexipol. Law enforcement leaders must keep up with frequent changes in laws and regulations. This software package will provide training, up-to-date policies, guidance, and will reduce liability for the village. It will give officers 24/7 access to policies via a web-based platform and a mobile application. Lexipol has 5,500 nationwide clients. 400 of those are Illinois police departments. The total cost is $79,175.85 for the one-time setup and yearly maintenance. And this, again, was reviewed and recommended for approval by the Public Safety Committee. Any questions on this? May I have a motion to approve Resolution 23R-024?
So moved.
Second.
Motion trustee Doris, second trustee Zarate. Roll call vote, please.
Yes, Deputy Mayor. Trustee Watts?
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano?
Yes.
Trustee Zarate?
Yes.
Trustee Lawler?
Yes.
Trustee Doris?
Yes.
Trustee Kelly?
Yes.
Next up is Resolution 23R-025, approving an agreement with Clark Environmental Mosquito Management, Inc. for 2023 mosquito management services. Clark has assisted the village with mosquito management for the last 5 years, and much longer than that from what I can remember. I just can't remember how long. They will perform general service, treatment, surveillance, and monitoring, and larva control. This will also include 3 helicopter pre-hatch treatments for a total cost of $34,258. They can also do backpack barrier festival treatments for an additional cost of $564 per treatment. And this was budgeted at $70,000 and comes in at $35,740 under the budgeted amount. And this also targets mosquito larvae that carry the West Nile virus. So it's a very useful service that they are the leader in the area for this service. Any questions on this resolution?
I think during our Public Services Committee, we got a pretty good explanation from our co-administrators. So if you guys wouldn't mind just giving a little explanation of what's going to be dispersed. Obviously, anytime we're talking about spraying of this nature, there are questions raised by residents. So anything you could do to kind of ease concerns or explain a little more detail about the disbursement.
Yeah, this isn't authorizing any of just the drive down the street kind of spraying. Those are done at very selective points throughout the year. A lot of this is more treating inlets with, so that way the larvae can't grow and develop. We also monitor mosquitoes 3 places throughout town, which is included in this. And that's really kind of where we look at seeing what's going on. So that way, you know, we're not just getting a phone call saying there's a lot of mosquitoes and then going out and spraying. There's 3 different locations throughout town. It's monitored 3 times a week. We get the readings from the trap. There's a lot of other things that can go into deciding when to spray. The conditions have to be right overnight. Can't be too windy, can't be cold out. They do use a natural product. They are always looking to evolve in what they do. And I think both Kevin Engel, he's the forestry foreman, he's the leader in this. He's been up to Clark, has investigated all that. And anything else?
No, that's good. Thank you.
So it's also different from the spongy moth treatment that the Illinois Department of Agriculture is doing at the end of June. So there's 2 different programs going on here. The Department of Agriculture program is going to be monitored and overseen by the state of Illinois. For those of you who weren't able to attend the open meeting over at the library where they were there with their representatives, there are traps down, and this is mostly going to be down by the river. There were 4 or 5 traps that showed a high level of male moths, and the female moths do not fly. They walk and stay put, and the male moths fly around. So what they're actually spraying is and they had the product there, and it's a biodegradable natural pheromone that's in a wax base, and it basically confuses the moth. It is not a pesticide. It doesn't alter them genetically in any way. It just confuses them so they can't zone in and smell, in essence, the female moths. So they get confused, and they have a very short life cycle. So if they stay confused during that very small window of breeding, the window closes and they die and they don't procreate. So this is different. That program is different, and that's going to be about late June. There'll be a yellow plane flying probably 50 to 100 or so feet above mostly the wetland areas down by the east branch of the DuPage River. So that's kind of separate from this program.
Thank you for making that distinction and clarification.
And Co-Administrator Rickelman did mention this, when Clark is out in the community with the right weather conditions, they are doing this overnight. So it's the time of least traffic, and folks should be in their homes. So, all right, those are the questions. Let's see, we had a motion.
So moved.
And a second?
Second.
All right, motion trustee Watts, second trustee Doris. Roll call vote, please.
Deputy Mayor. Trustee Kelly?
Yes.
Trustee Watts?
Yes.
Trustee Zarate?
Yes.
Trustee Doris?
Yes.
Trustee Lawler?
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano?
Yes.
All right, next is Resolution 23R-026, approving the purchase of influent flow meter from Gasvoda and Associates. This is a meter that is responsible for measuring incoming flow to the treatment facility. The current sensor and meter do not work. This new equipment will be compatible with the current equipment. The total cost is $24,562 and will include removal of the old equipment. And this is for treatment facility 3 and is required by the Illinois Environmental Protection Agency and was reviewed and recommended for approval by the Public Services Committee. Any questions on this? Okay. May I have a motion to approve Resolution 23R-026?
So moved.
Motion trustee Kelly, second trustee Carpenzano. Roll call vote, please.
Yes, Deputy Mayor. Trustee Carpenzano.
Yes.
Trustee Doris.
Yes.
Trustee Kelly.
Yes.
Trustee Lawler.
Yes.
Trustee Watts.
Yes.
Trustee Zarate.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries. Next is Resolution 23R-027, approving payment to Synagro Technologies Incorporated for hauling bio-waste solids from wastewater treatment plants. The village has been using Synagro for 5 years to haul away the village's biosolids. Treatment Plant 2 relies on Synagro to haul away the solids produced from the treatment of raw sewage 3 to 4 times a week, while Treatment Plant 3 requires them to press liquid sludge from the storage tank and haul that away. This is required in order to be in compliance with the Illinois Environmental Protection Agency standards. And this was also, the total cost is $150,000. It was reviewed and approved, recommended for approval by the Public Services Committee. Any questions on this? Okay, a motion to approve Resolution 23R-027.
So moved.
Second?
Motion trustee Doris, second trustee Zarate. Roll call vote, please.
Yes, Deputy Mayor. Trustee Kelly.
Yes.
Trustee Doris.
Yes.
Trustee Watts.
Yes.
Trustee Lawler.
Yes.
Trustee Zarate.
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Next is Resolution 23R-028, approving proposal from the landscape specialist for a new patio and pavilion at Clough International Airport. The patio and tent at Clough Airport needs to be updated and replaced. A new patio and permanent pavilion will be installed. It will be open to the public and used for airport events. It replaces an old patio and tent near Charlie's Restaurant. And we are using, this will be funded through a grant money that was received for Clough International Airport. The total cost is $74,670. This was also reviewed and approved, recommended for approval by the Public Services Committee. Any questions on this? Okay, motion to approve Resolution 23R-028.
So moved.
Second?
Motion trustee Watts, second trustee Kelly. Roll call vote, please.
Yes, Deputy Mayor. Trustee Watts.
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano.
Yes.
Trustee Lawler.
Yes.
Trustee Doris.
Yes.
Trustee Zarate.
Yes.
Trustee Kelly.
Yes.
Okay, just to give fair warning to the audience, our next resolution is covering general liability insurance renewals. There are several aspects to this. What I'm reading in front of me is items A through K. So you get to learn about different coverage for the village and the insurance. This is Resolution 23R-029, approving general liability insurance coverage renewals for 2023-2024, subject to attorney approval. This resolution approves the village's insurance coverage for 2023-2024 fiscal year. Alliant is the village's broker of record and solicited quotes on behalf of the village. The recommended carriers are as follows. Package liability insurance, and includes the first layer of excess liability provided by Safety National Insurance, and this increased by $44,042, or 10.1% increase. Next was excess liability insurance, first layer, provided by Safety National Insurance, decreased by part of package liability. The next is excess liability insurance, second layer, provided by TBD, to be determined, I presume, increased by $26,271 or 11.1%. The next is excess liability insurance, third layer, provided by TBD, increase of $17,033 or 15%. Next is excess liability insurance, fourth layer, provided by TBD, or to be determined, increase by $6,259.20 or 20.6%. Next is cyber liability insurance provided by Corvus Insurance, no change in the premium. Next is property insurance provided by Chubb Insurance, increased by $12,948 or 7.6%. There is relatively no change to the crime insurance provided by Hanover Insurance. Next is the underground storage tank, 2-year term, $3,569. Airport operations liability insurance is provided by Ace Insurance, no change, and it is on the second year out of a 3-year contract. And last is golf course insurance provided by Philadelphia Insurance, which increased by $28,121 or 15.2%. The total cost of the insurance for the fiscal year is $1,401,347. $1,401,347. This is an 11.7% increase from the last fiscal year, but with the increases that were expected, it is $9,303 under budget, and this was reviewed and recommended for approval by the Finance Committee. Any questions on this?
So the TBDs are there because our broker is still working to secure the best rates
Yes.
possible, but it was with the understanding not to exceed that total cost number of the 1.
Correct.
That is correct.
At that amount, and she's sent over a few this morning that she's still trying to work with the underwriters, they're still trying, they don't feel that some of these charges are appropriate, so they're going back and forth negotiating.
And, you know, it's common, I've seen this in other industries as well, to get a broker who understands the insurance landscape and negotiates on behalf of the village and other governmental entities and other organizations. So it's good to have them as part of the effort. Any other questions or comments?
Just one, to piggyback on that, the broker did a fantastic job answering all the committee's questions when this was presented. And I will add, a lot of the increases are due to forces outside of Bolingbrook's control, not because of historical claim issues here. There's a multitude of obviously inflationary reasons. There's social inflation. We learned a whole new bunch of terms on why insurance carriers are doing what they're doing to their premiums. But the good news is it wasn't directly related to what Bolingbrook is doing. It was unfortunately just the market itself.
Good. Thank you for the background on that. Yes.
To piggyback on top of that, I can tell you that this increase is a slight increase compared to the increases in other municipalities, and that's due in large part, as Trustee Carpenzano said, to good shopping by our broker and good management by the village. And it just a little slap on our back. We haven't done a bad job in containing lawsuits, and we don't generally settle lawsuits. We litigate it and we win, and that helps in no bad claims, which many municipalities have. But good management also is the reason for this number. It's a large number, but we're a large community. And this is a good package.
And thank you for saying that. It is a credit to staff and management for doing all the hard work that they do to make sure that the operations of the village are run effectively and efficiently. All right. Any other comments? All right. I'll entertain a motion to approve Resolution 23R-029.
So moved.
Motion trustee Zarate,
Second.
second trustee Doris. Roll call vote, please.
Yes, Deputy Mayor. Trustee Ballard?
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano?
Yes.
Trustee Kelly?
Yes.
Trustee Watts?
Yes.
Trustee Doris?
Yes.
Trustee Zarate?
Yes.
One other note, the village is self-insured for the first $200,000 of any claim. CCMSI is a organization that's retained to provide claims administration on a per claim basis, with the minimum fee being $21,000. Again, that was all part of the overall amount. But having a administrator with insurance is very important. They understand how best to review the claims and process them. We are now on to ordinances. And first up is ordinance 23-015, approving special use permit for a planned development with variances in concept plan, Pride Truck Sales and EV. This was addressed, the Plan Commission report was addressed in the consent agenda, but the applicant is looking to construct a truck sales facility at 225 West South Frontage Road at the former Best Western Hotel. The building will be partially demolished and a new building, approximately 13,500 square feet, will be constructed. The applicant is proposing 29 parking stalls. Any questions on this? Okay. I'll ask for a motion to approve ordinance 23-015.
So moved.
Second.
Motion trustee Zarate, second trustee Carpenzano. Roll call vote, please.
As Deputy Mayor, Trustee Carpenzano?
Yes.
Trustee Doris?
Yes.
Trustee Kelly?
Yes.
Trustee Lawler?
Yes.
Trustee Watts?
Yes.
Trustee Zarate?
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Next is ordinance 23-016, approving special use permit for a planned development for an auto parts and accessory store, AutoZone, 200 North Weber Road. This again was, the Plan Commission report was approved as part of the consent agenda. The applicant is proposing to remodel the former Sears appliance and hardware store building for a new 7,004 square foot AutoZone. The proposed hours of operation will be 7:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Saturday, and Sunday 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Any questions on this? Okay. I'll entertain a motion to approve ordinance 23-016.
So moved.
Second.
Motion trustee Carpenzano, second trustee Doris. Roll call vote, please.
As Deputy Mayor, Trustee Zarate?
Yes.
Trustee Watts?
Yes.
Trustee Lawler?
Yes.
Trustee Kelly?
Yes.
Trustee Doris?
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano?
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Next is ordinance 23-017, and this is amending Chapter 50, Traffic and Vehicles, Article 3, Size, Weight, and Load, Division 2, Permits of the Village Code, Routes. The village needs to update its roadway weight limits in order to add newly constructed industrial streets, which include Bell Lane and Connection Road, rename 115th Street to Clare Boulevard from Weber to Kings, change Clare Boulevard Weber to Kings from a 36-ton category to a 12-ton category, change Veterans Parkway Territorial to Lindsay from a 36-ton category to a 40-ton category, and add 135th Street to a 40-ton category. And lastly, fix 2 typos found in the current list, and to clarify that Rodeo from Dalton to Kings is a 6-ton road. Any questions on that ordinance? Okay. I'll entertain a motion to approve ordinance 23-017.
So moved.
Second.
Motion trustee Watts, second trustee Zarate. Roll call vote, please.
As Deputy Mayor, Trustee Watts?
Yes.
Trustee Zarate?
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano?
Yes.
Trustee Lawler?
Yes.
Trustee Doris?
Yes.
Trustee Kelly?
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Next is ordinance 23-018, amending fees, charges, and other regulatory measures, otherwise known as the fee schedule. The fire department is updating its fees in accordance with the Illinois Healthcare and Family Services flat rate billing. They are also adding fees for paper and digital copies of reports and business training classes for hazardous materials. In addition, the yearly 3% increase for wastewater charges is also set forth in the fee schedule. Any questions on this ordinance? Okay. May I have a motion to approve ordinance 23-018?
So moved.
Motion trustee Carpenzano, second trustee Zarate. Roll call vote, please.
As Deputy Mayor, Trustee Doris?
Yes.
Trustee Lawler?
Yes.
Trustee Kelly?
Yes.
Trustee Watts?
Yes.
Trustee Zarate?
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano?
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Next is ordinance 23-019, amending Chapter 12 Businesses, Article 2 Licenses, Fees, and Operation Restrictions of the Village Code, also known as a late fee penalty. In order to curb late payments for business licenses, the village is implementing a fee to be imposed by July 31st for any late payments for renewal of business licenses. The fee will be $50 or 10% of the renewal fee, whichever is greater. Any questions on this? Okay, I'll ask for a motion to approve ordinance 23-019.
So moved.
Second.
Motion trustee Kelly, second trustee Carpenzano. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Mayor, Deputy Mayor, Trustee Zarate?
Yes.
Trustee Watts?
Yes.
Trustee Lawler?
Yes.
Trustee Kelly?
Yes.
Trustee Doris?
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano?
Yes.
All right, next is ordinance 23-020. And this is amending the Bolingbrook annual budget fiscal year 2022-2023, which is the current fiscal year. During the fiscal year, some budgetary items exceed the original budgeted amount. In order to balance the budget, the staff prepares an amended budget at the end of the year. This transfers amounts between line items and accounts so they balance. This is part of the yearly closeout and audit preparation process. This ordinance approves the interfund and expense transfers. Total receipts and revenues from all funds during fiscal year 2022-2023 were $158,046,733. Total expenses, including capital improvements, were $176,678,370. Any questions on this amending the Bolingbrook annual budget? Hearing none, we have a motion to approve ordinance 23-020.
So moved.
Motion trustee Zarate, second trustee Watts. Roll call vote, please.
As Deputy Mayor, Trustee Kelly?
Yes.
Trustee Zarate?
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano?
Yes.
Trustee Watts?
Yes.
Trustee Doris?
Yes.
Trustee Lawler?
Yes. Motion carries. Thank you. The last ordinance of the evening is 23-021. This is adopting the Bolingbrook annual budget 2023 to 2024 fiscal year. This ordinance adopts the village's 2023-2024 fiscal budget, which was discussed during the public hearing. Any questions on this? Okay. I'll entertain a motion to approve ordinance 23-021, adopting the Bolingbrook annual budget.
So moved.
Motion trustee Doris, second trustee Zarate. Roll call vote, please.
As Deputy Mayor, Trustee Carpenzano?
Yes.
Trustee Doris?
Yes.
Trustee Kelly?
Yes.
Trustee Lawler?
Yes.
Trustee Watts?
Yes.
Trustee Zarate?
Yes.
At this time, is there anyone who wishes to make public comments regarding anything not covered on the agenda tonight? Okay. Hearing none, I'll proceed. Do we have someone? We have two. First up will be Jackie Randall, 503 Monroe.
First of all, I'd like to acknowledge Mary Basta and the entire board. I just want you guys to know that Trustee Sheldon Watts will truly be missed. Not only that, Trustee Sheldon Watts is a leader, not a follower. And although he's a leader, he will continue to lead in life. But anyways, I want to thank all of you and Trustee Sheldon Watts. Thank you on behalf of Bolingbrook.
Next up is Pat Rona, 113R Fernwood Drive, Bolingbrook.
This one?
Yeah, it's on, either one.
Mayor Boston, village trustees. Thank you, Sheldon Watts, Trustee Sheldon Watts, for all of your years of services. You've led a life of pride and integrity. You've taken us all many places, and you will continue to do so. Good luck in your future paths, and we will see you again. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I'm sorry. Come on up. I didn't want to walk up there. I was like,
Come on up.
I'm supposed to give them to her. We're fine.
I'll be happy to take them, give them to the clerk so she can make sure she has them, and then. All right, this is Patty Drogan, 164 Seabury Lane in Bolingbrook.
Hello. I'm going to acknowledge everyone as well, Mayor Basta and everybody on here. This is, however, for my friend Sheldon Watts. I just want you to know what a joy it was working with you these past 4 months. We know that it's not over. You will be back. You will continue to keep leading and shining that light, you and your wife, as well as everybody out here in the audience. I am so glad that we had an opportunity to work together, and we will continue on this journey. Thank you again. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, next is trustee comments and reports, and I'll start with trustee Kelly.
Okay. To Rick and Billy, thank you for serving on the Firemen's Pension Board. We appreciate your service. And the Boy Scouts here, thanks for coming, and good luck on your merit badges. And Sheldon, thank you for your time on the village board and your dedication to the STEM and everything you do around the village. We appreciate you. A couple events here. The Bolingbrook firefighters are going to be doing their MDA Fill the Boot Drive on Friday, April 28th. They're going to be at Boughton and Weber from 4 to 7 p.m. And then on Friday, May 5th, they're going to be at Boughton and Route 53 intersection from 4 to 7 again. So if you see them out there, help them fill their boot. Thank you.
All right, thanks for everyone for sticking around a very long meeting. And Deputy Mayor? Well, a longer.
Long agenda.
Deputy Mayor, nicely done. You saved Mary a lot of speaking this evening. So, thanks everyone for being here. Of course, our appointments this evening, Rick and Billy, thank you for your service to our scouts. As always, thanks for being here. I have one quick announcement. The National Day of Prayer is coming up on Thursday, May 4th. It's at 9 in the morning at Christ Oasis Ministries, which is over on 83rd, 653 83rd Street in Bolingbrook. The community is invited to attend, again, National Day of Prayer on the 4th. And to Trustee Watts, thank you for your service. We had a fun history, and I appreciate all that you've done for Bolingbrook.
Good evening. Just a few announcements. I do want to congratulate the commission appointments and reappointments. Huge role to Rick and Billy. We really do appreciate your presence in these roles. And again, this is very important to our village and our fire board. So we want to ensure that their livelihood post work is attributed well. Just want to give one village-sponsored event announcement. As proclamated earlier, is Arbor Day. That is April 29th. This will be taking place right behind Village Hall. A number of things to do, just to kind of reiterate times and events. We'll have the tree planting ceremony at 10 a.m., annual celebration at 11 to 2, and then the community shred event at 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Again, that's Saturday, April 29th. To Trustee Sheldon Watts, it's been a pleasure sitting here next to you, learning through all you've done, learning about things that you've done through our committees that we've sat on together. And I just do want to say I appreciate you for all your service you have done for the community, and I'm sure I will be seeing you around. Congratulations on your transition, and hope for the best.
Thank you. Well, I guess that leaves me up next. I certainly want to start by thanking Rick and Billy for your continued service in this community. Keep up the great work. We appreciate all that you do in that particular role and others that you've served over the years. Our scouts that are here today, we always welcome you, and so excited to have you be a part of this meeting. We hope that you garnered and gained a good experience this evening, and we wish you all the best on your scouting journey and your life journey. With this being my final full board meeting as village trustee this go around, I'd like to just say thank you. I'd like to take this opportunity to just touch on a little bit of the wonderful experience that it has been. I like to think that I leave our village maybe just a little better than I found it. And just want you to know I'll continue to serve this community in some form or fashion. It's been over 15 years that I've served this community in different capacities, sort of culminating in this role as village trustee. This is a wonderful, family-oriented community with a lot to offer. I look forward to its continued progress and advancement. I wish this board, the village staff, who has been awesome to work with, kudos to our village staff for all the hard work that they put in on a daily basis. And then, of course, our residents. I wish our residents all the best, which obviously I am one. Moving forward as we continue to navigate, this ever-changing dynamic of society that we're presented. And, when you serve as village trustee, you're sort of on the front lines of all of that, right? When COVID hit, it sits a little different when you are in leadership, right? And you have to make decisions on behalf of the community. So, what an experience that was, and just serving as trustee in general has been. I'd certainly like to thank my wife, Sharon, our beautiful twins, and my entire family, our extended family, friends, neighbors, supporters, and my team, several of whom are here this evening and took the opportunity to say a few words. I was not expecting that, and certainly grateful and appreciative for those kind and supportive words. Serving in the capacity of trustee affords you a platform of service and the ability to address residents' concerns, and most of all, ensure that we are operating in an efficient and an effective manner at all times. And I'm grateful for that opportunity, and I hope that my dedication to that service was a benefit to the residents of Bolingbrook. I look forward to any extra time that I may garner as I transition off the board to spend more time with the family, to continue focusing on personal development, and certainly continue to serve this community in some form or fashion. Because I'm just wired that way. I'm passionate about service. Hopefully you could tell that over the years. And who knows, maybe you'll see my name on a ballot again one day in the future. So with that, thank you. But with that, I just want to take the opportunity again to thank you for this opportunity to serve, and I'll definitely see you all around. Thank you.
Okay, and May 9th, Cycle Gear Bike Night at the Promenade will be from 5 to 8. We encourage everybody to go out there. I know we have some bike riders in our audience right now, so if you want to head on down there. Sheldon, I just want to say thank you. We've been friends for a long time, and I know that you will move on and do things for your family, and Sharon, I want to wish your family, Sharon, the twins, your parents, thank you. You don't, sometimes, things happen, and, we have to move on, and, who knows where you're gonna be. So I just wish you luck, but you and your family.
Appreciate it.
And take care of yourself. Thank you.
Sheldon, thank you. We had several conversations, enjoyed working with you over the years.
Yes.
And appreciate all the dedication to Bolingbrook, and I know you will succeed wherever you go. I do have one, and, this is kind of fun. This is, oh, you want to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you guys hear all that? First of all, I want to, and you probably did this when I wasn't here, and I apologize for the delay, but family always comes first in Bolingbrook. I want to thank the staff and all the department heads that put together this budget. This was heavy lifting. We had to make some tough decisions, and guys did an amazing, amazing job. I mean, we went through the workshop, balancing, removing. Lucas, Ken, thank you for your leadership, but all the department heads and making sure that we do the best that we can with what we have in terms of our budget while being fiscally responsible. We have a long way to go. The department heads know that we're still trying to add and still trying to grow, but thank you all for your hard work in getting this budget passed. Sheldon, I do have a presentation for you, but that's for next meeting. So it is, I'll see you in the next meeting, but definitely for tonight, I echo everybody's sentiments of you've done amazing work. It's been great to sit up here with you, both as trustee and as mayor. I look forward to seeing all of the adventures and STEM grow and everything else, but presentation will be on May 9th? May 9th. Yes. So thank you. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
And just kind of a really cool event that's coming up which represents the diversity of our village. And I'm going to try to get this right. Holi Mela Hindu Traditional Festival is being put on by residents and their friends and families. And this is a festival to welcome spring in the Hindu culture. And this will be at Central Park, otherwise known as near the Anarino Center, 201 Recreation Drive, from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And it features vendors, DJs, live performances, food, and refreshments. Just come on out. I did note that the tree planting ceremony that we're starting off Arbor Day with is at Central Park. So it'll be at 10 a.m. at Central Park. You can either come over here after that and enjoy the Arbor Day activities, or run between here and there. But you do want to make a point to attend both events and celebrate what Bolingbrook is all about.
And hopefully it will truly bring spring.
There is a-
This winter.
Vice Chair Fagus was here earlier, and we were talking about the weather forecast, and he is keeping fingers crossed for good weather.
As am I.
Yes, as we all are. Lastly, we have no executive session. So
Deputy Mayor, before we close, if I could interject, since we're talking about spring. Today at 5 o'clock, the village dropped the official Wednesday night summer concert series schedule. We were waiting on some bands and a few other things, but it is finalized. It is out there at 5 o'clock. This went out on our Facebook page, our home page. This is the visual version, and you can get the print-friendly version if you want to put it up on the side of your refrigerator. This is in conjunction with the Bolingbrook Park District. So the first, from May 31st to July 12th, is sponsored by the Bolingbrook Park District, and then the village picks up from July 19th to September 6th. Now, with that comes a small asterisk, is that we are doing a lot of construction out back. We're working on putting a permanent pad in where the food vendors are usually located, so we're going to try and get rid of that grassy area, and also we're working on a pavilion. There's going to be some major earth movement towards the end of September. We're trying to push it off as far as we can, but we have a frost we have to deal with. So we're trying to work in all of our larger events all before September 28th. So with that in mind, if you go out back, there's going to be some visually different things going on, but our Wednesday night concert series was just dropped, so we hope to see everyone out there. It's a great lineup. We try and rotate them through and give a very broad spectrum for those of all of us with different musical tastes, like Deputy Mayor Lawler. Segued in and out.
That's great. Now I know what clothing I have to find for Wednesday nights. Thanks to Dave Tomsky and the best stage crew in the world, and also Bolingbrook Community Television, who make those concerts happen and also available live. Anything else? Thank you for the update. We have no executive session, so I'll ask for a motion to adjourn. So moved.
Second.
Trustee Carpenzano, second. Trustee Zarate. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We stand adjourned.
Would you like this for your refrigerator?